What's good, Twisted family? It's your boy Twisted Bullet, and we're back here today with some Back for Blood. This time, we're going to be checking out some tips for some deck builds. Now, if you don't know, I'll just give you a quick rundown about the deck system here in Back for Blood. The deck system is cards that you can earn in-game, all in-game, no monetization, no purchase center, nothing like that. But you can all earn each and every one of these cards in-game, and these cards give you and your team a boost to help you fight against the hordes and hordes and hordes of zombies here in Back for Blood. Now, these boosts vary from melee type boost or medical advantage type boost or shooting boost, movement boost, ammo capacity boost, things of that nature. We'll get more into that a little bit. But first, I just wanted to offer my opinions on building a solid deck and exactly what that looks like. So, the first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is go to Create Deck. Now, you have different decks for the 3 types of game modes that are available now. For the solo decks are for the solo campaign. Campaign decks are for the multiplayer campaign, and swarm decks or for the swarm campaigns, as you can see, obviously. So we're going to just check out solo decks just because the solo decks have all the cards available, to my knowledge. So I just wanted to give you guys a good idea of how you should be looking to build your decks. So first of all, you need to figure out, okay, what type of character or what type of build do I want to have? Your deck is pretty much going to determine how you play, right? So let's say I want to go with a shooting build, right? So I'm going to be usually using my guns, and things of that nature, right? So you want to look through, and you want to find a card that gives you powerful. When I say powerful, I mean a significant advantage. Not every card gives you a significant advantage, and I've kind of noticed that while playing. So you want to find a card that gives you a significant advantage, right? And then build around that card or build off of that card based off of your style of play that you will be doing with this character. So, like I said, I'm going to be using guns. So I think something that gives me a significant bonus, I should say, I can do this 5% bullet damage and 50% bullet penetration if I choose. I was taking a look at this one. I'm sorry I'm getting so close up to the mic, guys. I was taking a look at this one right here. That allows you to have a primary gun as your secondary gun. Things like that really, really give you a huge advantage. So I think Okay, so we're definitely going to, I'm going to go with this one. Remember, also, something that's very important. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, okay, I see. So it looks like there's different tiers of cards that provide similar boosts, right? And it looks like it's 3. So, for example, this one here, combat training, right? And then you have a large caliber rounds. And then you have silver bullets. So if you look at all three of them provide the bullet damage boost and the penetration boost. But see, all of them provide like an increased amount of. That's what I'm saying. So it looks like the last 2 have backlash to them, and it looks like that's the case for all of the cards in succession for what you're trying to build. So once you have a good idea of what type of build you want find that master card. That's what I'm gonna call them, like the master card, the highest, the ones that give you the highest effectiveness of what you're trying to do. So in this case, for me, it's using my weapons, using guns. So I'm going to go with silver rounds or silver bullets, right? So the withdrawal to that is that I have not only, well, no, this that I lose 5 copper for every mutant that I kill. Okay, that's cool. That's a fair trade off. I necessarily don't have to kill mutants. I can be mindful, things like that. Huge trade off. This is going to be the first card that I draw out of my deck at the start of the game. All right. So, boom. Now I want to build around that, right? Again, because bullet damage is what I'm going for, or that's the type of build, I'm going to want to take this card with me. All right. Another card I'm going to want to take with me, just giving you guys an example, right? Is this one. I'm going to want this high up on my deck, because again, the order that the cards appear here is the order that it's going to appear when you're drawing from your deck. So I'm going to want these 3 cards. It's going to give me a really good advantage when starting. All right. So now you just want to continue to build. For instance, let's see here. What type of gun you're going to use? So check this out. These 3 cards right here give you advantages with guns depending on the type of gun that you're going to be using, right? Me personally, I love using shotguns, right? So when I do get this card right here, then I'm going to want this card as well, because my second weapon will probably most likely be a shotgun, right? So we're going to want something like, look at that. So this one right here is another one that I can use that gives me that advantage that I'm looking for with weaponry. And that's really all we're looking for. And then personally, once you get the cards that you want, or the cards that you feel like can be as effective with the playstyle that you're trying to use or insinuate, then you're going to want to go right over here. And this is something that's also pretty important to me, just as important as choosing the cards and making sure you're choosing the right cards to build your deck properly. You're going to want to choose which order you want them in. Right now I'm picking the order I think I want them in, but I might go back after I'm done and say, okay, maybe I want this card here or that card there. It all depends on, for me, it depends on how effective, or how much of an advantage, I should say, the card will give you or in your team. You want those cards that give you the most advantage at the top. So already, just talking myself into this, right? I want to move this card up to my second slot. Okay. This is just an added bonus or a boost for this card. It's going to magnify what that card's already doing, which is great. But I want this one because I want to make sure that I have, those 2 weapons. I'm going to want my shotgun, and then an assault rifle. So that's going to be already in my mind. I'm like, okay, that's the loadout I'm going to be running. All right. So let's see. What else can we get here? Explosive rounds. Okay. So let's say, all right, now I know that I want a shotgun and an assault rifle as my builds. I want explosive rounds in both of them, right? Or I want to try to get explosive rounds in one or the other, because now my damage is even more increased. So this is really an offensive based build that I'm doing right now. So it's all gung ho, pretty much. All right. So now I've got all this all these guns, right? But now I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna need plenty of ammo for these weapons, right? Because I'm not gonna be using any not gonna be using really any melees. Look, I would love to have that accuracy right there. Okay, that's got 50. Okay, no, we don't want nothing like that, but 25 ammo capacity. Um, we're gonna need something. Okay, this one's interesting. So it gives you plus 75% ammo capacity. That's way too much. The game does a very good job of making sure that you have plenty of ammo. Um, so definitely don't think I'll be going with that. This is an interesting card. It helps you based off of something that you do, and if this is a card that you really think you can implement in your gameplay and your game style, since I'm definitely already making a gun based deck right now, I think this could be helpful. It would have to be something that I would have to remind myself mentally to do to give me that boost. Let's see. Mm, yeah. See that? This is a good one as well. You know, like I said, you're just looking for things. This one depends on your playstyle. If you don't like aiming down sights, go for it. That's what I say. But me personally, sometimes I like aiming down sights. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue to look. Here's another one: movement speed while firing shotguns, 10% plus bonus damage for shotguns. I know I've said it before, but you just gotta really look for. Look at this: 45% movement speed while firing, plus 5% movement speed while not firing. I want that. And this is really how you gotta look to build your deck. Just like this. Um, Finding those things that can really help. I'm definitely gonna want some stamina. Now, some health buffs, things of that nature, and that's probably where I'm going to pretty much end up with these last two cards. Some stamina and health base effects. It's really what I'm looking for right now at this point. I've never made it this deep into my deck, to be honest. So I'm gonna want to make sure I take a long, hard look. I'm gonna want to take a long, hard look. Now, okay. Now, just like we were saying, this is an added bonus. I definitely want these three. Would want these three in this order. Boom, boom, boom. So now I got the damage effect, and I have the two primary weapons, right? So now it's like, okay, I don't need this right away. Looking at my deck, it's like, okay, I need to get some stamina boost and some health boost. So I'm thinking right here, these shoes will be pretty good to really give me, that health and that stamina boost. I'm gonna be doing plenty of damage, but this is a two-way street. The name of this game is your potency to kill, your ability to kill, how fast you can kill, how hard you can hit, but also your ability to stay alive, right? So how much health you have and how much damage can you take. Pretty simple. Um, So I'm going to want my shotgun boost right after I get my shoes, my shotgun boost, auto rifle boost, and carrying capacity. Explosive rounds, aim down sight. You know, all these other things are just extra. I'm actually going to want to pepper this in a little bit further up, like right there. Actually, right there. A card like this, I would just want to be available. There's no telling when and if I'm going to get explosive rounds. So maybe have that a little bit far down. Just remember when you have cards like these, um, that's dependent on a specific item or a specific thing. You know, it could be pretty tough in order for you to be successful per se with this card, because again, I don't know when and at what point I'll get explosive rounds. So you always want to keep that kind of stuff in mind with those specific cards. Um, Walker. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Also, just one more quick tip. So when you're choosing your character, it's important. I'm gonna save this. We're just gonna run through this real quick in solo, just so I can show you what I mean. When you're choosing your character, it's important, right? Gosh, I still don't understand the whole thing, but because what you don't want to happen is for me to have this build and then I go choose Angelo, because Angelo has a submachine gun and he has machete, right? So actually, if you look over here to the right, it gives you clear information on, you know, what everybody has. I'm gonna want to go with Walker, and if you look at his card that comes with the, you know, this first active card, I'm gonna just call it his player card. Precision kills grant Walker 20+% accuracy for 5 seconds, and also it's +10 damage. So I'm gonna take Walker, right? We're just doing you know, for example, right here. All right, yep, I'm done choosing my character. So now we're about to choose our card, right? Okay, those are the cards they've given us. So boom. These are all the cards that we already start with, guys. And already we're deadly, you know? So let's go ahead. Now it's ready. Pull some cards out of my deck. And I'm gonna get to choose, okay, which cards do I want? I get to choose 5. So ooh, this is another card right here that's dependent on pain pills. So this one and this one, I'm kind of gonna hold off on a little bit. I'm gonna go with this one because it directly affects. It doesn't need anything extra. I'm gonna go with this one. Um, the stamina one. Gonna go with this one. So now I got one card left. Right? It's got the team cards. Hmm. See, and now in retrospect, when I'm thinking, usually I like to try to keep medipacks on me, not or medikits, not necessarily pills. So this card may not be the best for the build that I'm trying to accomplish. And you know, it's gonna take some tweaking. It's gonna take you actually taking your decks into the field and testing them out and saying, okay, yeah, this works, this doesn't work. Yesterday I tried a melee deck build, and you know, I thought it was awesome until I got into the field, and it was like, okay, maybe I need to step back and reevaluate the direction that I'm taking this deck. And so, you know, don't be afraid to get out there, guys, to try new things. Now let's look at the final result for this deck. You know, already again, deadly right out the gate. I'm gonna go and completely destroy something. You know, but again, it's all about what you want to do, how you want to build your deck. Anybody who's watched my channel, watched my videos knows I'm a big preacher of building your deck the way that you think, or building your character the way that you think or the way that you play. Don't be intimidated or listen to these people that are saying, oh, this is meta, this meta, that. No, you play the way that you want to play. You be great the way that you want to be great. So I encourage you, mess around, try different play styles, until you find what's comfortable for you. And then you can use this formula to build your own great deck based off of what you perceive is the best play style for you, not necessarily what everybody proclaims is the best play style. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, guys. I'll definitely be bringing out some more tips and tricks for card deck building. This was more of a ground or a basis of how you should build your decks. I'm not going to tell you exactly what you should do with your decks. That's totally up to you. You guys get out there and slay those zombies. Make sure you follow me at Facebook at Twisted Bullet. I'm definitely going to have the link to my Facebook page in my description down below. Also, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube page if you already haven't. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one for sure.